I got abs. I got abs.
Ads?
Ads on Twitch.
Oh.
I gotta make sure my stream's actually working.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure my stream's actually working.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
time I had two other co-hosts. And I didn't even know that the audience couldn't hear me until 2 hours into the 3-hour stream because of the banter between the two other people. Yeah, there's gonna be an echo for a second because I'm watching my stream, my dude. Thank you, Von Falkenstein. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, sorry fellas, I haven't streamed in a long time. Yep, absolutely, I appreciate it. Like I said, I wish somebody had told me less than 2 hours into that stream that they couldn't hear me. So a little bit of this is going to be on the fly, I apologize. Yeah, that is true, we do. Let me just pop this chat out, though, to save some resource. Sorry, it's amateur hour here, but at least I'll have it set up for next time.
On the fly is the best way to do it anyways.
Oh, yeah. I'm a professional. Arriving 12 minutes late with my shit not set up.
Hey, that's just called fashionably late.
Hockey
We're still
game
good. We're still good.
On in the background.
I haven't unlocked nightmare mode.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations.
Audio good, everyone?
To the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
I have heard no complaints about the audio level yet.
I've always
Must be good
had a
then.
vivid
We're good.
imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker.
Farted. Oh, Stuka. Thanks.
He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again.
One time,
So I'll be honest, I actually don't know all that much about Alan Wake.
That is a-okay. We are going to do the best we can to make sure we catch all the backstory and stuff.
His body was gone.
Okay.
So
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stand my feet.
He's a writer, so he's like a words man, and he uses a lot of them.
Fair enough. Hey, I enjoyed Planescape Torment, so I should enjoy this.
Alright, sorry, I just had to check something. So, I don't know how many collector people there are in the audience, but I'm only going for manuscripts. I'm not going to bother with the, I'll grab the, other collectibles as I see them, but I'm only gonna grab the manuscripts because they're the only ones important to the... Dude, you should have seen the difference in length between the guides for all collectibles and the guides for all manuscripts. It's like 3 times as long.
It's all part of the grind.
Pick up
Gotta get that 100%.
Oh, plus you have to deal with watching radio and TV and all that.
Ah, fun.
Yeah, I have a stroke. Let's totally invert my,
The radiator had broken when I hit the hitchhiker. The car wasn't going anywhere.
Now, with a broken radiator, couldn't this thing go a little bit? You just have to go super slow.
Yeah, you could. Or you could just, like...
Duct
No,
tape
pushing
it.
it would just suck.
I had just driven from this direction. But
That's,
now the road was blocked. I
a
had to
very
go to the
tall brick
lighthouse.
wall.
I knew there was
It
something
is.
important waiting for
It
me
does-
there.
Like, that kind of brick would just fall down. That high?
Oh, just so you know, you're gonna have to watch out for people being assholes spending their stream points. You might have to pet an animal on my behalf.
Yes.
I hope you have pets.
There is a cat in this house, yes.
Oh no, you're gonna have to find him if somebody uses the pet command. Yeah, like that. Go pet a cat.
Now, which cat?
Take my advice, save them up, and give them 6 pets, like 6 pets at once. Just make sure you keep track of it.
Yeah. When the non-asshole
Rigid
cat gets
collapsed.
close, I'll give him
I
a
have
pet.
to find another way to the lighthouse.
Oh no, I need to reset the collectibles. How do I do that? Shit.
Dun, dun, dun. Let me see if I can look it up.
I will... Hang on. It's usually pretty standard. It's, Steam... Blah, blah, blah. I've done this before.
Delete local save.
Yeah. App data.
Game ID folder is 108710 in Steam.
Sorry, guys. This is a rough start. I wanted to make sure the game was working before I, you know... My heart was in the right place. Are they making fun of me? I have them alt tabbed.
No, they're just asking who's streaming tonight.
Just tell me they're being nice. Tell me they're kind people.
They're somewhat kind. Just some people saying delete this. Not sure if they're referring just to the saves or the game.
Oh, they're referring to the saves, so that's at least a little help.
Yeah. And Bully, it's not like it matters if it destroys the engine because the car has nowhere to go but forwards, so it's not like you can go home anyways.
Where are you, Remedy? Where are you? God damn it.
I am Chris. The other one is Newt.
There we go. Alright,
Sort of,
one
right?
more time. Don't synchronize to the cloud, come on. Be cool.
Just don't accidentally delete every Steam Cloud save. I did that once and really regretted it. All those Factorios gone forever.
Eh. This is not going well.
Ah, it's fine. It's fine.
Womp womp. There, that should do it. I feel like I owe you guys an extra 20 minutes, so I will stick around for an extra 20 minutes, or however long it takes to get this fixed. You son of a whore.
I'm gonna laugh now if there's audio issues now too.
Alright, now let's do the same thing I just did in Steam.
And this is why I respect AV guys working conferences, because they have to deal with this 24/7.
Oh my god, this is frustrating.
I mean, is it more or less frustrating than like the rounds of Space Station 13 where you end up just being in a coma in medical for like an hour? Probably more.
Does anybody know where I would find Steam/user data /Steam ID? Anyone?
It should be under program files, Steam. I'm just looking on my own side. Program files. And it would be program files x86. Steam. User data. Your user account
Holy
number.
fuck, there it is.
Yeah.
The sad part is Steam thinks it's helping, but it's not. It really ain't.
Steam, the one of the many ways you can cook side. We're getting there, Stuka. We're getting there.
You know what? Fuck it.
We're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it live.
That is absolutely fucked.
Stephen King once
And you
that
can't skip
nightmares
it.
exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking
After this
why.
cutscene, you'll probably have to start streaming it again in the chat room.
But there can be no explanation,
go.
and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Okay, looks like we have about a 4-second delay from
I've always had a
to,
vivid
Twitch.
imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there.
Do I even want to know what the viewer count is right now?
I'd seen the hitchhiker too late.
It's decent.
Holy crap, people stuck around for that.
Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Kind
dead.
people.
I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again.
Want to know the worst part? The worst part about all of this? I just read that the one collectible I'm collecting gets reset. That's the one that you can pick up
Suddenly,
over and
his
over.
body was gone.
Nice.
The less nice, little frustrated.
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stand my feet.
So I don't actually think it's the radiator that is going to cause them the problems. I think it's more maybe that like when the lights cut out there, that the battery is busted or disconnected.
Oh, but I did manage to set subtitles to disabled and reset all of my other settings. So that's grand.
Is it going to require a restart to
Nope.
update the? Okay, because that would be the cherry on top.
At that point, I'd just be like, we'll do this another time. Hi, like me. But it's dwindling.
I was certain I had just driven from this direction, but now the road was blocked.
I don't like how on point World War I Pasta's take was.
The radiator had broken when I hit the hitchhiker. The car wasn't going anywhere. I had to
You're
go
not
to the
wrong.
lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Oh my god, and then it reset the collectibles anyway, you son of a bitch. All this.
Hiya, TK.
The bridge had collapsed. I'd have to find another way to the lighthouse.
Is this man going to drink 100 thermoses of coffee before the end of this game?
I can't remember if there's 50 or 100.
Because if so, he's going to have massive shits.
Hello?
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God?
Didn't you just hit him? You should be able to recognize him.
Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama.
Alright, hang on. I saw one QR code, but I didn't notice this one the first time round. Hang on. Let old Newt infect his phone for you.
You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer.
It's just a link to the Facebook page of Alan Wake. That is not worth almost dying for.
But Facebook is everything, don't you know?
You missed your deadline. Damn. You can't stop me.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
Ladder maker, I sorry to disappoint you, but one of the biggest parts of my jobs is actually making QR codes every day. That's a surprisingly stable rope bridge.
Just had to open your big mouth.
But hey, it didn't shift left or right at all.
Hey, it's Clay Stewart. Remember him? No.
Oh no! Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
Someone didn't learn to dodge.
Yeah. Never skip the tutorial.
I was trapped. There was no way out.
Hello?
I wonder what he wants.
Don't tell me what to do.
Excuse me, sneeze.
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
And had a hit. What does it mean?
Ow, my health.
Follow the light.
Control was a very fun game.
You are hurt.
You should go into the light.
If you actually listen to the music in Control, you're going to be delighted.
I know, right?
You are only safe there.
Any fans of old gods of Asgard? That definitely isn't 6 Finnish people standing on their shoulders in a trench coat.
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
If you don't recognize the voice actor of Max Payne in a diving helmet, then there's just no hope for you.
Did he actually record it in a diving helmet?
No, they just added an
Your
effect.
dream to teach
Nah.
Tim, though.
The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the Dark Presence. You can't hurt him now.
That
The darkness protects
is a
him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away.
Underwhelming.
Don't worry, you have a, what is that, 150, 300 pounds of batteries in a chest to your left? Right?
Oh, that's revolver. Is that batteries or that's revolver?
The darkness no
Was that
longer
revolver ammo?
protects
Oh, I
him.
thought that was
Okay,
batteries.
but yes, about the same. They both weigh a ton.
He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun. Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Hey, the janitor was a great man. Is a great man.
This is it.
Imagine you just inserted batteries into a flashlight like a fucking magazine.
Well, when the batteries only last about 30 seconds, I could understand needing a speed loader.
In their defense, their magic flashlight light battery light.
Fair.
Coffee.
Just like
The Nomicman, maybe, depending on how big the laser was. If it was like a stellar laser, I'm pretty sure it would solve most of the problems.
I need me a flare gun for dealing with evil spirits. So.
Yeah, that works. I really wouldn't trust plywood. It's been sitting over a gap for who knows how long. I wouldn't trust truss plywood that's been sitting there for like 10 minutes. Yep. He's a writer. He sits behind a desk all day. He doesn't know what Rule 1 is. But hey, he just chugged 3 cups of coffee. Time to go. One of these days, I'd like to see one of these games where your hair just gets worse and worse as the game goes on, because you've just been having an absolute nightmare of a day, and it's just filthy, and it doesn't look just the whole day.
Red Dead Redemption 2, my dude.
That's true. That's true.
Especially if you take hair growth
Maybe
serum.
just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Ah, his face is melting.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
A little bit.
It's fine.
I love they went with tweed with leather patches on the shoulders. That's like peak writer aesthetic. Bro, some of you might have been too young, but when this came out, it was like stunning aesthetic graphics. No, but
Sounds
oh,
like we're on vacation.
let's let her talk.
Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of
But if you want to talk about cars, we should talk about the 2008 Lincoln MKT.
Moments before he got eaten by a bear.
Look at all that room. This baby can hold so much.
Hi.
Spoilers.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our
Hi.
town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
Well, you don't want to have an old man talk at you for like an hour of a boat ride?
I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet
Or
you.
ferry ride, I mean?
I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look,
Look, I'll give you a nice
I'm on vacation.
nice dark background for these
I'd
crappy
appreciate it if
subtitles.
We could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet.
These are Max Payne 2 era subtitles.
I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right.
I like other states where this doesn't raise any eyebrows whatsoever, and we're in one of them.
Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble?
They're secure.
Say the
It's fine.
word, and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure.
Is there a sign on the side of the boat that says no guns?
I don't think so.
Just on the wall to the left there.
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al.
Oh,
I'll
you
call
just
back
turn it
later
off.
to make
Ah,
sure you're doing
I
okay.
saw it wrong.
And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Barry
that's
is
completely
Barry.
unrealistic.
I
That
can
pallet
always
is
turn
in
off the
way
phone.
too good of
What
condition.
did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
But backstory.
Yuppies.
on, Slowpoke. You get the full service here. I've made all the arrangements. I drive the car. I'll even carry the bags. All you have to do is drag your cute butt into the car and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, sounds like
Her face is like malformed malformed plastic, but I like her
I
style.
got a thing for him.
We need to stop
When
at
Bully
the local
asked
diner
why the
to get
guns were
cabbage
mounted
from the
outside the
landlord.
truck, I was
I'm
like,
Mr. Carl
I'm
Stuckey.
thinking,
He's
you
waiting
know,
for
the
us.
90s were a different time.
I'll go fill her up while you get the key.
They cared more about people shooting while driving.
No, this
than...
is 2000. So.
This is 2000.
See, look, it's got a smartphone, or it's got a
wow.
semi-smart screen. Remember those old ones?
Oh yeah. Huh.
I think that was right when they were adding screens
I'd forgotten there were still places
to stereos
like
in the set.
towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the OD
Like
Diner.
proper screens,
I was
though.
wondering if you could help me.
Yeah.
I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake, Alan Wake. Oh, God, I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Damn, dude, you got a lot of teeth. Huh?
Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the
I'm
bookstore
leaving.
when they took it out of the
I
window.
wasn't ready to leave. I needed to find Carl Stuckey to get the key to the cabin.
And you
Just
keep it here.
Myra himself.
Well, okay. Good for you. Right. So much for a quiet vacation.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, because it'll break you.
And look at how hot it's steaming, and it's almost empty. How much is he? Like, what is his mouth made of?
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut.
Is that Thor and Odin Anderson of the famous metal band Old Gods of Asgard?
Both of my legs have gone to sleep.
You guys look awful.
Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me.
I'm trying to think what
Call
they would have
yourself
been
a
eating.
rocker. Unbelievable. Ha!
Because I see, like, I see 2 empty pint glasses, a coffee. Could have been water. They have soy sauce.
Drink them both up.
Just because we're brothers.
I don't know if I'd try anything that needed soy sauce in a diner like this.
Oh well.
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah. You need to give it a good solid whack.
Or I could actually whack it.
Now that's what I'm
You
talking
put the
about.
lime in the
Yes.
coconut and drink it all up. You put the
This is
lime
it.
in the
I've
coconut.
died and gone to hell.
Family Guy makes a good point. So the guy gets a stomach ache from putting the lime in the coconut. He goes to the doctor, and the doctor recommends the very thing that gave him a stomach ache in the first place. That's a bad doctor. Free coffee. Just take that. Just take it.
Yeah. Nobody will notice. It'll be fine.
Go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am.
I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find
You don't
Stuckey
wanna die,
to get the
do
key
you?
and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overacre fans always did.
But I want in. This is a hate crime.
Obviously, the solution is to go out the emergency exit. Find a bush. Problem solved.
This is a fire hazard.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
At a certain point, you'd want to leave the creepy town.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
I don't like you.
I am so happy this could be arranged.
I'll get him to open up if it kills me. What? Once they started taking credit cards, they basically stopped making you pay for rooms up front.
Lucky this time, young man.
Just in general. So it's not really a free cabin. It is suspect, though.
Be fixed, and then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station.
You telling me this is an Airbnb scam?
Must be.
Hey, can you go in the staff-only area? Kind of like staff.
Splendid, splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
Not to be mistaken for Alan Wake. Huh?
The Andersons, they're local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
We don't like music here in this town.
Having played Family Guy, I don't trust doctors, or having watched Family Guy, I don't trust doctors named Hartman.
Oh, but I'm not looking forward to the...
Bye, Mr. Wake.
I had the keys.
This is
Alice
what
was
coffee should
outside.
taste like.
I didn't want to
Oh,
keep her
Rusty,
waiting.
that's so sweet. I'll swing by with the fresh cup later on. I hope you enjoy your stay in Bright Falls. Will you be staying in town for the Deer Fest, Mr. Wake?
The deer is
See you
dear
again
to me.
soon.
Oh my god, this bitch needs the last word, huh?
Deer is dear to me, my dear, in more ways
I
than
really
one.
love your books.
Do you want to talk or don't you?
That's not really our festival anthem.
Could have fooled me there.
Yeah, he's really gonna be able to recharge. Jiggle egg.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Haha, what a wacky character.
That diner was a real nut house.
That's a really over-engineered bridge for such a small town.
Pretty
We're
though.
supposed to be on vacation,
Yeah.
Alice. I'll figure it out.
Also,
when
it
we
could
get
just be a
back home.
a drive-through, like
Okay. We
on
can
a
talk
trucking
about this
rail.
later.
Yeah, if it's the only route through a pass. Yeah.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Fair point, Juggaleg.
Wow.
This is a mining town, actually, and a logging town.
Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
To own, it would be insanely
The fear of darkness. I
Well,
wanted to make sure we were
honestly, if it's a
inside with the
mining
lights on
town,
before sunset.
and that lake is polluted, it might be really cheap.
That's true. This would be insanely expensive to own. It would also be expensive to rent.
It's nothing like in the brochure. It said near the lake, not on it. Don't get me wrong. This is so much better. It's wonderful. Our own private island.
Oh, that's not suspicious at all. that we're at a different place than was advertised. But yeah, you gotta understand, this dude's like Stephen King level successful. Cocaina.
Yeah, upkeeping this place would be a bit of a nightmare. You'd have all the wildlife trying to live on your island.
Oh
And
no,
all
I
the-
can't figure out the lock. I am not trying. I am not putting in the effort.
Oh.
I'm not feeling it, you know?
It's dark in there. We need light.
20 minutes later, yeah, the
Can you
key was
figure
just
out
a
how to
little
get the power
stuck.
on, honey?
It's dark in there.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
Hello? Anyone here?
Somebody's missing their thermos.
Did your wife just not come in?
She's afraid of the dark. She wants me to turn the generator on, but I'm scouting.
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned.
Oh.
Damn. I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island.
This is when you find out you were supposed to fill up a jerry can in town?
Oh yeah, totally.
The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
And then, of course, once you fill it up and come back, that's when you find out the generator is diesel, not gas.
Yeah. And you've just made soap in the gas tank.
Yep.
If that was a dream, how come my flashlight's magic?
Oh, these doors open both ways. Fancy.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. A famous artist, no less. But we'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF-FM.
When you get to the generator, turns out the local entrepreneurs have made off with all the copper and the windings.
Oh yeah.
Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose,
I just saw him at the diner. Oh, I'm so excited he's here.
Then why did he volunteer his name in the first place?
I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBF-FM. And now some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
Oh yeah, the generator's over here,
The
wifey.
water was clear but dark. It looked very deep.
I'm just imagining her looking at him out here when she's asked him to find the generator. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again. An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Oh, that looks safe.
Yeah, no shit. Oh my god, look at the black smoke.
The lights are on. Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
A couple facefuls of that'll clear your sinuses right up.
Oh, I bet.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
Oh, I wanted to see if I could turn it off.
Alice had told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public.
The game I was most disappointed about not having the shortest end possible was actually BioShock.
Why?
You couldn't kill yourself in the opening cutscene before you got to the island by swimming into the flames.
Oh.
Alice? Honey?
The old door had played a trick on me. Alice wouldn't have come out in the dark.
If you kill yourself in a
water was
flashback, you just have
couldn't
another
help but imagine
flashback where you
all
just
sorts of
experience
horrors
8 months
lurking in the
recovering in
depths below.
critical care in the hospital. Man, that guy is going hard up those stairs.
I know, he's doing the cardio I recommended. Great patient.
He's having a tough time.
Upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Oh damn, I'm about to get some!
Well, hello there.
Hello there.
Surprise.
Ah!
In the study.
What's wrong with their legs?
Okay.
Ah!
It's crinkle cut. It's crinkle cut clothes.
Oh my god. I want to jump out the window. I don't want to I don't want to sleep with my robot wife.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery
Punch, sir.
lets you pass-
Damn, Alice, you...
Hit her.
Everyone
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
Holy
No,
shit.
It's not like that. That's not...
That's a little much, isn't it?
Alan? Alan?
Just don't. I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice. God
Well,
damn.
now he's not getting
I
any.
knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
What a cruel thing to do. I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark on account of her phobia.
Damn it. Alice?
Did his eyelashes just go through his face?
Alice? Alice!
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
What the hell?
Turns out the previous renters just assaulted the crows so much that they just assault anyone who gets on the cabin.
Oh no!
Oh no. Oh yeah. Just a little
Keep going.
Alice?
Yo, we found a cool car at the
Waking
bottom
up
of the
in
lake and
crashed
drove it
car
out.
Felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice.
Yeah, how dare she try to help her husband, I'm glad she did.
I'd have to find help on foot.
She got what's coming for her.
He doesn't need therapy, he needs violence.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug
Brought
face
back?
on the
It
cover
happened
either.
like 2 minutes ago. Or was that a flashback?
How quickly do you think I was able to go from the lake to this car, in this... But I think we might be missing some time, my dude.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been 30 years. You need to Alan wake up, Sorry, I just had to bring the collectibles guide up,
No worries.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get
Gasoline.
there.
Last time this glitched out and wouldn't stop making banging noises. It just sounded like it just kept falling and falling and falling.
I'm not sure if that's better or worse than Heavy Rain's Jason bug.
Sean!
Sean!
Sean! Sean! Sean!
Sean!
Sean! Uber hasn't been invented yet, my dude. I don't know how young you are, but...
Hello?
Back in the day, we called them cabs. And you had to call one guy and he'd tell the cabs where to go.
And about half the time they'd fuck up and never show up.
Sure. That's probably my fault. I worked as a phone answerer there. And I had bad handwriting.
Pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
That's unfortunate.
Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
But I was Alan Wake.
Dun dun dun. Title drop. Juggalo, it's not Shia. You shut your mouth.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
I like how there was like no hesitation to do that. Just immediate. This is the way I'm
Anybody
going.
there? Please, I've been in an accident.
You already said that.
Hey! Hey, you! Phil! There's been an accident. I need help.
Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Hey, it's Stucky!
Carl Stucky. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required.
Oh, there you go. They also paid a deposit.
Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Ah.
That guy's got some air.
Lose? Shit. It's the latest.
I had to figure a way out.
He was about to tell us about Nordic
Walking,
walking in case you didn't know.
On the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Energizer. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Energizer in this.
During your trying walking, it's the latest.
There's a coffee pot behind you, but no thermos. How dare they?
One.
Well, that looks safe.
This is bad.
Uh-oh. Ow. One hang up. He's got a good point there.
Oh yeah, just a little bit of an ow from just walking into ground fault.
More of them.
It's like they don't know they're weak to
I'd never
light or
fired a gun
something.
outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Shiny. Yellow.
What could it mean?
The symbols, Mason. What do they
Eerie
mean?
hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it. The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
I have to wonder who runs the power grid here. That, like, the lines don't automatically toggle off
I know.
after, just faulting on the ground for a good solid minute. Just like, oh, the lumber mill must be using a bit more power right now. Ah, crank her up.
Wow.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
At Endium, as soon as he left, he saw somebody else run out, try and give him keys that he forgot.
Yeah.
Confident.
Ow, my head.
I like how he took that fall, just like completely unexpected.
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Evening.
Newt, what are you doing?
What?
I thought this was Alan's wake. I thought somebody died.
Oh. Is that Hal's?
It is indeed.
Nice.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
You ever watch a character that has a really awesome redemption arc, but you have to but you watch the series with other people and you listen to them bitch about that person and you're like, don't you dare talk about my sweet like that, huh?
My poor big will come back around.
The best example would be Steve from Stranger Things, because he was a piece of shit in season 1.
He was thrown around at the end of season 1, but I take your meaning.
In the dark, stalking me.
It's not a redemption arc. They were just misunderstood the whole time. It's fine.
No, he was a piece of shit.
Maybe he had reasons. Just misunderstood.
His reasons for being a teenager, which are ones that I get, but I don't... Like, I don't agree with it, but I get it. Ow! Don't throw stuff. That hurt.
What, they didn't even drop Fat Loot?
Bruh, these controls, I swear.
I do not trust those logs hanging above your head right now.
Oh,
people that had the fear of the log trucks long before Final Destination came out. Therefore, if it's a log and it's not laying in a very stationary position, I ain't taking my eye on it.
Get in there, you bastard.
I've never been threatened by logs, but I have been threatened by very large steel pipe that, if I hadn't stopped a vehicle, would have crushed me to about an inch thick.
We have a Legionnaire that's cursed by the Lorax and keeps getting almost crushed by trees.
Ooh.
Oh. I'm glad to know that my fear is real.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not crazy, but... Grimos is calling out for pain suppressive fire.
Suppressing fire. What did I just pick up in there? I just spaced so hard because I'm looking for collectibles. I want to say I picked up batteries.
Lithium batteries, I thought.
Yeah, lithium batteries, I remember. Energizer brand lithium batteries. Ow,
Big Leg has asked the question. He's asked the question, should the lumberyard have a mister going? Oh, a mister going to prevent auto ignition.
No, it has a Mrs. though. Yuck, 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 yuck,
Whackity smackity doo.
Dun dun dun.
No.
Man, that guy can't get up that staircase. He couldn't do a pull-up to save his life. Also, those are some chonky batteries.
I'm shooting good this time around.
Are you full up on
There was
ammo?
no power.
Yep.
There was
That
bound to
can't
be
be
a generator
possible.
somewhere at the logging site.
Jesus, 42 shots of 38 is like less than a box.
I mean, they end up stabilizing the mood of the apparitions, Jug.
Ow.
They make their feelings more real.
Well then, good news! It's a suppository.
As Kokobo points out, then you have to question about whether this guy's truly an American if he won't take the extra ammo.
He's saving it for later.
He's just giving them belly suppositories delivered at around 550 feet per second.
Hyper bio break.
Swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
That's two. That's two.
And a water break. And
oh yeah. Time to stretch. Luckily, I have my pitcher of water right beside me.
Yeah, Bruno, that was the joke I was going to make, is the horror of this game is the OSHA violation.
Why would you redeem an eye break when I'm about to have a boss fight, you goofus?
30 seconds.
Yeah,
I'll count it out.
Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So I'm thinking about
12,
buying a boat.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17. What kind of boat? 19.
Oh, 20, I don't know. I'm just checking my
21,
text.
22. What an eye break. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and resume.
You know what they say about beer? You don't buy it, you just rent it.
Oh.
Alright, and this is where I'm gonna end up walking away from good loot.
And I have finished off my water pitcher.
Lock the shotgun down the pant leg.
How about the next guy I shoot, his name is Jiggleegg, and and it's free, you don't have to spend points on it.
Hello, that guy there.
Was there a guy?
Dude on stream.
Oh. Hail, hydrate.
Hail, hydrate.
Hydrate for life. Jug, the real question is, why isn't there a 12 gauge sitting in every other room?
Believe it or not, in Washington, if you're in a logging area, you really are apt to have a bear just straight up wander in. Like this is Washington State. You gotta this is one of those states where you actually have to actively protect yourself against animals if you're in the rural areas.
So what you picked up there was a Bigfoot repellent 12 gauge. And I submit that it's working.
Like, guys, sometimes wolves eat people. Like it's rare, and they have a bad rap, but sometimes it happens.
You need to protect yourself now because there's a bear in chat. Happy Diggs Day.
Oh, fuck. It's a Diggs.
Happy birthday, Diggs. Happy birthday.
Have a day.
Thank you, Diggs.
Oh, that was a bad walk. God fucking damn it.
Also, side note, there is no way in hell that machinery would have been as smooth as it was when it moved.
It's fine.
I'd fully expect like at least one of the logs to fall off every single time it moves.
Yeah, we needed that to kind of rattle and bang some more and jerk and swing dangerously.
Yeah.
Oh, up, hi, oh, hi.
Have a couple signs of crushed hard hats on the ground.
Oh, yeah. That's how you know it's working.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night.
Oh, and not a lockout or a lockout box that's been cut open with a pair of
like bolt cutters.
That jump must have been
cutters.
named Jiggleegg because I just killed it.
Weather's absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on
So,
nights like
I'll give you
this
guys a
I
heads
go
up.
cooped up in the studio.
When,
An old man like me,
they split the acts into episodes, and the episode ends with
and don't keep you company all night long if I want.
cutscene, and then a full-length song, and then a cutscene, and then in-game
Hello, Maurice. What are you?
conversation. So at that point, that's when we'll take our first break of the night and let that play out for anybody who needs
Good night,
to stretch
Grimo.
their
Thank
legs.
you for being here.
Probably.
Good night. You have yourself a gooder, Grimo.
Well, sure.
Have a good one.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild.
Oh, missing dog. I can't believe I talked over missing dog.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes
I
home
hope
soon.
Toby comes home soon too.
You have a good night now.
Guys, pray for Toby.
If we don't find Toby, Toby will find us.
One Betty equals one prayer.
Bits and prayers.
Was Toby in our hearts this whole time?
The real Toby was the friends we made along the way.
Yep.
I think I actually
Hey, look.
Oh,
Easter.
69 prayers for Toby. Thank you.
I'm glad they specified that Toby was a dog, because I was kind of having mice and men thoughts about it until they made that clear. Like, I like the rabbit, George.
This is a good manuscript page because it's good at orienting you in the list.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly.
Mercury, that's only for
with a heavy
Shia.
answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Is this Alice? Did she own a restaurant?
Must have. It's his waifu.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Free coffee.
Mmm. Floor coffee.
Ooh, Paul makes the best dog.
You know,
Well, I think we found out where the dog went.
Oh no!
I love how he jumps off cliffs. Just no hesitation. Just runs off, full leg extension, and just takes every
I used to do that until I broke my leg.
what's cartilage for?
Why fight when you can safe zone, huh?
Cartilage? You mean a blade of tissue? Nope. Safe haven. What could it mean?
Hello?
Oh, he learned how to run.
Move human legs more quickly.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Bro, I fucking hate when that happens, like, for real. You gotta laugh or it's concerning.
Reckon you got a poltergeist there turning things on for you.
Polterghost?
Maybe that's how it is in the Pacific Northwest.
Polterghost?
Poltergeist sometimes or the poltergeist when you have a ghost chicken.
We got a polterghost. It's Geist. What the hell is a Geist-a-ghost?
Okay. God, now I'm gonna want to put in a Geist ghost in. I'm gonna want to write that into an RPG campaign, and I'm gonna
is a Geist
not have a good way.
Isn't there a way to say Geist in like German that means Mister?
I don't know. What? Why aren't there any Geists on the logs to prevent auto ignition?
Well, that looks fun. Caution, proceed at own risk.
And now you're possessed. How did that work out for you? You should have ate your salad.
Did you not know you can put bacon on a salad and instantly make it wonderful?
It needs to be enough bacon, though. Just a little bit, and it's like temptation that just makes you feel left out.
Well,
like it could have been. It's the dreams of salad could have been.
The problem is you don't. Yeah, if you go for too little, it just becomes a game of find bacon in the lettuce.
Yep.
Oh, Falkenstein has pointed out that Geist is German for ghost.
I know.
No.
So
I was completely wrong.
Guys, please, it's definitely not the Twilight Zone in a trench coat.
Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are
Oh damn, trigger warning.
it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration
Moorcock!
of the many worlds interpretation.
Moorcock!
As you can see, this
More!
9mm pistol. It shall be part
Sounds like a
of
very.
I feel this demonstration is going to go real well.
a real experiment known as a quantum suicide. Did he say suicide?
Did he say suicide? What's he talking about?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead.
There is
Well,
no
you can't trust
instance
him,
where
that's on
that
a
isn't
forehead.
admissible, by the way.
Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet,
Wow.
And everyone in that room has tinnitus. now.
Yeah, I know.
this gun. With each pull of the trigger,
I have to double up on ear protection.
branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality.
That's
Under
one of
no
the Darwin Awards.
circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point
Oh
is,
no!
this one thing
Oh.
did not happen.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure that
Academia.
machine. I'm sure that machine wasn't important.
Insane? Insane?
Nothing is insane about this except the lack of safety.
I stumbled on it.
Everything else is like reasonable.
Quantum immortality.
Also, I'd like to know, like, why has no one else run into the room after hearing the gunshots?
Poor Dr. Colvin. Filled
I
by
think at the
his
very least you
own
start hearing
ignorance
sirens.
and the ignorance of the masses.
Is Rod Serling spinning in his grave right now?
Opened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat.
I do not know if SpongeBob is alive or dead until I open the box and check. Oh, Nate Krabby batteries! Shut up!
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
I just straight up didn't have to fight 3 people because I just ran for the light like a pussy.
I thought that's what the mechanic was.
They usually respawn if you do that. Like, as soon as you walk away, they'll respawn.
Checkpoint. Who would ever buy that many batteries and for what reason?
Dirty ones.
I used to work at a battery shop. I've seen battery things, man.
This is another point where you don't get to keep your shit, so... Oh! I've never had that actually kill Stucky before.
Whoa! I was like, what kind of rocket launcher are you... Oh, flare gun, never mind.
Yeah! Boring conversation anyway.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming
The fire in the sky.
Quinlet, this does seem like one of the Evans Estates maps, doesn't it?
Also, side note, there's no way that gate would open that smoothly.
Shut up.
You know, at this logging
apparently there's some municipal airports where the security is so bad that they have like a motion sensor to open the gate for people inside the gate but not outside the gate for obvious reasons, but it's so fucking stupid. You can just pick... Oh, my headphones popped out. Hang on. But it's so stupid because you can pick up like a lawn chair and toss it over the fence and they'll detect it as a person waiting to get out and it'll open the gate.
I first arrived with Alice.
Nice.
Yeah, I can jiggle egg because they're on an extension cable.
The lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment. The sane world reasserted itself.
That was correct. Burning magnesium does things.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared.
Jig, at that point, what you do is you deny, just said, yeah, someone told me to go here. Isn't this where my, like, flight departs from? Doesn't matter where you're at.
Throw somebody else under the plane.
Yeah.
Then let go as the unrelenting darkness
just look around like that, look around lost, just kind of like, where am I? Like, is this gate 6? I'm looking for gate 6.
Aw, 68th Deerfest. Is there any chance we could change that a little to make it a little cooler? If you say so. How the fuck is it the 420th annual Deerfest?
The Deerfest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
From my understanding, it would make more sense if this was the 86th.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Because everybody's getting 86th.
Yep.
Nice.
All right.
keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her, I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back.
Yeah, man, some stupid with a flare gun went and burned it down. That's what happened.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Man, I'm glad his MFA had that firearms elective in it.
Wiper Pro. I need one of them for my ass.
Given their selection, that's a lot of wipers.
And I'm paying $15 an hour. Canadian though, so. Alright,
Oh,
so
he's gonna
here
find
is
details.
where the act ends. If the co-hosts are still waiting to watch the story, I'd wait until the music starts playing to run off and do what you need to do, but I am going to run off and take my break for about 5 minutes.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Alright, have fun. We're about at the halfway point, give or take, for the stream. I'll be back.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Jig, well, I do somewhat disagree with you. It was the quickest way to get him to calm the fuck down, is to go and see that there is no goddamn island there. So I kind of agree with what she said.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Oh, they better not have replaced all the really good music. If they replace Poets of the Fall, I'm gonna kill myself.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow. Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh,
Gotta love the backhanded compliment.
This
You
is
seemed
3
to think so
years
last
ago.
night.
Yeah, okay, I guess the missing week is a little troubling.
Hello, Tark. Thank you for being here with us.
Thanks for the sub.
Thank
One
you very
time I
much.
thought I had a virus because I left OBS open, and every so often I just hear a farting noise. As you can see, he's very good at shooting.
Oh, he is.
They were like, let's put that there so people don't ask why a writer is so good at shooting.
Like I did about 5 minutes ago.
Oh.
Yeah, they showed me.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden.
If you don't recognize Max Payne doing Max Payne, I can't help you.
All the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only
Oof, I hope not Mercury.
the end of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye.
Late goodbye.
Up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Spooky.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan!
Nah, I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna look around the
I'm
apartment
right
instead.
here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
This is very clearly a battery-powered radio. But okay.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine, I'm fine. Just get the lights back on.
She's
now,
fine,
please.
she's fine. Are you calling me a dwarf? Because the only one controlling him is me.
Maybe he's saying that you're playing the dwarf that's you're controlling the dwarf that's
I really don't like this, Alan. Please hurry.
It's dwarves all the way down.
Hurry, Alan. Come on. I should just leave. I should just leave and go to a restaurant or something.
Alan! I really need those lights on!
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Shine it right into her face. That'll make her feel better.
Sorry.
Well, she's afraid of the dark, so let's make her see white for the rest of her life.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's
Yeah,
stupid.
something's always there.
Especially when I'm
He doesn't have a drinking problem yet,
It
Giggle.
gets to me.
I love you.
That comes later.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
He was so ugly, everyone died. The end.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
New York. How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Peachy Keen!
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you.
Oh yeah, let's look at the ceiling. Sorry, I'm talking to my main squeeze.
In no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small
Hi,
town
Sylvie.
doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry.
Oh yes, that's what I like to see in the doctor's office.
Doc.
You know, someone butchering a fish on the table.
Oh no, this is the meeting room at the police station.
Believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now
He's the only doctor in town, so they had to call him from his fishing
practice.
No, his fishing expedition. Yeah, he's just doing surgery on this trout real quick next to a fishing rod. He's a vet. He's checking him for a concussion.
You're gonna turn around, he's gonna slap you with that fish and then slam you on the table and be like, let's do this.
Time for exploratory brain surgery.
I have no problem with anybody that likes to fish. It's just not for me.
I just want to see that old man slap somebody with that fish.
I don't like the fish being sad.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver.
Oh my god, this bitch.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come.
Literally half of the lights are already dead.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Alice was missing. I needed help to find her.
Counterpoint, I want to go home. I want to go to New York and find a new lady.
The narrator says no.
There's one horror game, and if you try to leave, it doesn't let you, but it at least gives you the decency of giving you an achievement called Common Sense for trying to just say, nope, I'm out.
That's what happened when I was in college, and a friend of mine's like, here, try this, and sat me down and handed me the controller for Eternal Darkness. And I just tried to turn around and leave, and the door was locked. Now, I tried to have a conversation about it. Like, no, don't worry about it. You totally let me go. I won't tell anybody anything.
God, I love me some good horror.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
So the number of coffee thermoses you gather should this game be called Alan's Awake.
Well, that's
Arr!
his name is Awake.
The sheriff wants
The
to see you in
symbolism
the
is so heavy and it's so deep. This is a good game though. It was pretty novel for its time.
You didn't want to check the missing dog poster?
Where's the
Most
missing
important
dog
one.
poster? Oh, it's a kitty.
Well, I thought it would be the dog that we heard earlier on the radio.
Toby, I want to say.
Not right me.
I want to turn off all the lights.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Okay, so she 11 out of 10 went through my phone, right? Like, there's no universe where she didn't go through my phone. Can we all agree to that?
It does seem a mite suspicious.
Also, there's a new high score
Your
on all
phone
your
was
phone
dead. I
games.
charged it for you because I'm helpful.
Have you
I just wanted to see what phone games were popular nowadays.
started
That's all.
looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing.
I'm pretty sure it's a Windows phone or something. I think it lets you get a good look at it at one point.
At Stucky's gas station.
And it's an
I wanted
advertisement.
to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me
My
up.
wife had a Windows phone and she adored it.
Verizon, there you go.
I need to take this.
It's a Verizon phone.
The only way you get service up there.
Please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Okay, if this were 10 years later, I would not believe that. I'd be like, deepfake.
Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight.
Are we gonna kiss?
Don't do nothing stupid, pal.
Are me and the kidnapper gonna kiss?
I need to get some air.
Like, I'm okay
Shifts
with
it
that.
up
I
a
just
lot.
need to know if I need
Of
mints.
course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I'm sorry, what? The back door is in the cell.
Is that Barney Gumble?
The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here. Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right.
This makes me think about that whole NPC thing about how some people are NPCs, but I don't think of that as mattering much because I'm sad when I'm mean to NPCs and I'm happy when I'm nice to NPCs, so I can't help but feel like it makes no difference in my daily life.
Beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk.
Be
at the
nice to the
time.
NPCs.
I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen.
Googling points out that the touchscreen looks wrong. That might have been one of those,
Here's the kicker.
oh, I just had the
That
name.
wasn't Danny. No,
That
Never mind.
wasn't
It-
Danny.
It was the BlackBerry touchscreen that they put out there that didn't work.
It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Jiggaleg, are you in the protagonist time zone? What time is it right now? Because if it's not 10 p.m. sharp, you're not in the protagonist time zone. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the clock on my wall. It's okay. We're good. We're good. We're good.
I'm in the post-tagonist time zone. I'm seeing the future.
Oh.
Now you two can see the future.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the Dark Presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman.
Implying dogs aren't
Nevertheless,
intelligent.
It found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Oh,
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the Sheriff's Department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their
Intoxicated.
Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but
I'm checking my
let's
text.
save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Yeah! I'm handing out cap guns when I get married. I'm gonna let everybody shoot like a bunch of white trash assholes.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio.
Come on, kiss him. You two crazy kids are gonna make a beautiful couple.
Force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I had to be talked down from letting blanks be fired at my wedding.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Sorry, chat was being fucky for some reason.
What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Nice job, Jig.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it.
You're hurting your story if you put that much work into it, by the way. Just so you know.
I'll write the story. I'll save her.
I'm gonna let him sleep.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my
Hang on, I gotta
staff
step away for
has
this
been
second.
reprimanded.
But it's gonna proceed
Never
as
caused
necessary.
any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, so what? Now you're trying to have me committed?
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business
His
with
face
Mr.
is
Wake,
melting
you
even
talk
more
to
than
me.
Wake.
You yokels won't know what hit
At this
you
point,
once
the
I stick
sheriff
my
would
lawyers
say,
on your
you know,
asses.
actually, you are under arrest right now.
Oh,
Yep.
I don't want to press
fuck, I
charges.
forgot. I wanted to check to see if his nose was crooked before the punch.
Get me out of here.
Because it is a now.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay.
And
of
yeah, that was
thing with the
definitely assault,
paparazzi.
but it's his
I
right
thought
to
they were
not
gonna
press
lock you up.
charges unless they want to press charges with him causing a disturbance.
I had to talk to someone.
Yeah,
I
jiggling
told
makes a
Barry
good point.
everything. He thought I was certifiable. But
No,
when he heard
I
about
think
the
it's up to the
manuscript I
cops
had,
to decide
the fact that I'd written
whether
something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him.
whether
He
it
smelled the money,
constituted causing a
and he believed
disturbance
that
or
Alice
not.
had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
Al.
but
I don't
usually
like
isn't
any
that
of it.
when the
It's not
victim
good.
isn't
In
able
fact,
to
it's the absolute opposite of
do
good.
it themselves?
Mr. Wake!
The argument could be made, though, that, like, because this is someone famous and this doctor is less famous, that they're not doing it for publicity's sake, yeah.
I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake.
We'll have to ask Depp on. I'll ask Depp that and answer next week, because why not?
Who's Max?
Yeah.
What an error.
Actually, you know what?
Jeez, Mr.
Other screen, so I was like, fuck it, why not?
Fair enough.
Everybody, this is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself.
Bucktooth Charlie. Colombian mammoth. He likes the cocaine.
You know where it snows in
Shot a guy
Pacific
and
Northwest,
his body
Charlie?
just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? Are you high?
Are you
Have
high?
been drinking? No.
No, man, I just been drinking 9 thermoses of coffee.
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with
Speedball
reality,
and caffeine
you're
and
buying
sleep
yourself a ticket to
deprivation.
the funny farm.
Wait here.
Oh, Depp's typing. We will have our answer.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually...
If I had the power, I'd make a vote right now. True or is it false? But I don't
Okay,
have
so
that power.
Depp says that it's still in the victim's court unless it's domestic violence. Huh? But let's not get too, you know. I made sure to point out the question. I was very specific in the question. If the cop witnesses it, is it still up to the victim whether charges are pressed? And yeah, there's some states where they insist that when domestic violence happens, somebody gets charged, but that's getting into some not fun stuff that we don't want to.
Yeah,
we don't
right along.
want to focus on that. So
There's a
just
dog
drop in some
on the
knowledge
screen.
and let's watch
From the desk.
the
It's
poor
just
puppy.
across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes.
Fair enough. Hey, where can I find a gun
At
real
least
quick?
Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
I wish I had a mammoth skeleton. I would consider my house fully decorated if I had one full-size mammoth skeleton.
Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit.
I'm gonna end up distracted Googling.
Come
the percentage of kidnappings that turn out alright when you contact the cops versus not.
It's working.
I don't want that in my search history, so I'm not going to do it for you.
You're funny, Al. You can quit it now.
I found the form. Christ, this game is so bloated with dialogue.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast.
Here is a fun fact about the Washington State. It is one of 2 states in the United States where mutual combat is legal.
Out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on
Mutual combat.
Mutual
We have a
combat.
definition.
You can agree to a fist fight in Washington, Texas, and weirdly enough, anywhere in Canada.
Yep.
Mutual combat's legal in Canada.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a fist fight, eh?
Yep.
I'd have a scrap. You have a scrap. I'd have a scrap.
It's mutual because they both agree to
Into
it.
thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who
I think the only
spending
difference
time in
between the
padded
provinces in
rooms,
Canada on that
strapped
is
to
just
their
how
beds,
young you can be
wearing
before
white
you can
shirts
agree.
with too
Yeah,
long tangled up
probably.
sleeves, and eating
Because I know
healthy
here
diet
you
of
could do it after
pills.
like 15.
You
So it happens
make
sometimes
cool
with neighboring
jokes
high
about people
schools.
who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Oh yeah, I only just realized today, playing this session earlier, that Barry's going bald.
Okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at
Stuka,
midnight with a gun.
exactly.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
So Jake, you sound like you know a little bit about this. Are there actually like cabins that they have inside of national parks, but they have a third party do it? Oh, so hang on. He's the one hunted by the Lorax. He's the one that's been killed by trees like 2 or 3, or almost killed by trees 2 or 3 times. Get him. What did you do to piss off the trees exactly? Like, do you need me to pray for you or something?
That's just crazy talk, Al.
Because I don't want you to get eaten by a tree, my dude.
We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is
That was a very sad lamp knockover. There wasn't even a sound effect tied to it.
Come alone.
Okay, okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
See, Barry's trying. And I'm surprised nobody's hating on Barry. But I'm pleased that nobody's hating on Barry.
At this point, as soon as Alan leaves, Barry should be calling the cops. Like minutes after he leaves, if not
Yeah,
seconds.
probably, but...
The car door shut.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess they went to college together, as far as I remember. So I guess that's worth a couple hours of waiting before calling the cops.
Is there something engraved in the wood at the bottom of the stairs?
Those are snowshoes.
Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah.
Or if you prefer, some really fun tennis rackets.
Gotta swing them really hard.
I need some coffee. No coffee for Barry.
Yeah.
Why does my cabin have a locked room?
Oh, that happens. I've stayed in like houses in like Florida and stuff, and they kept hurricane supplies in locked closets and stuff like that.
Or it might have been like the utility room.
But what if there's a hurricane and I need it? Am I supposed to just kick the door down?
No, you get rocked by it.
Oh, this is fun. Why isn't he talking? He's Did I break the game or something? And there's no the script.
Lock the door when I leave.
Oh.
Yep, you.
Oh, it's because I walked
do what
away.
you have to do. I'll be fine. Alone, but fine. In a cabin straight from a horror movie. Real funny.
There we go.
Real funny. Ha ha! Thank you. I'll just sit here in the dark till you come back, or until I get eaten by a grue.
What the hell is a grue? Any cryptid hunters in the audience?
Are you serious?
No. Yeah.
Do you not know what a grue is?
I don't.
You know what Zork is?
Know what a what is?
Zork.
No.
Oh man, I feel old.
My old man bones hurt.
So there used to be it wasn't an adventure game, or was it a text RPG?
It started as a text adventure game, and then it became a more standard. Like Grand Inquisitor is a more standard,
How old are you guys? I'm 29.
Oh, good God.
Oh, you're so young.
Somebody go get my back pills and my
Alkane
Metamucil.
told me he's almost 40 and I wanted to cry.
I'm 41, okay?
Oh my god.
Anyway.
So explain the grue.
People that young on the internet.
So a grue. So there's a bit of cave exploration in the game, and you're told by I think an NPC tells you, don't go in the cave. If it's dark, you might be eaten by a grue. And if you go, or if your light goes out, and if you move at all after the light goes out, you get eaten by a grue. It's
So
never
you're supposed to
described
just
what it
stand
is.
still until the light comes back?
Or you're supposed to restart your light before exploring more. Like either use your matches and light another torch.
My
or whatever
partner
it is.
just sent me a message. It is pitch black. You are likely to be eaten by a grue.
Exactly.
He is an old soul, though. My mom's my mom's made a suggestion that he is older than he says he is, but I believe him.
I think there's a Twilight Zone episode about that.
I'm pretty sure when you're dating somebody, you're supposed to just trust someone.
So in chat we have there's first of all, we have someone even older than us, and at 54, Grimble Phone. Thanks for being here.
54.
Yep. And he's laughing about it. And then I'm not, you know what? I'm glad you're here, man, but I can't pronounce your name. Who made the statement? Oh God, we're playing with the olds.
Yeah, I made it about halfway through that name in my head, and then my brain broke. You got Suvach. Suvacic.
Suvacic? No. That's not
Like,
quite
I
it.
could work my way through that, but I'm going to mangle it so badly getting there that I'm not going to.
I'm gonna call you Vachi. Shut up, Owl. I'll fight you. I've had enough beers to fight you.
You know what? I should get a beer.
Jiggle
I'm gonna go get a
egg.
beer.
Find me a national park with cabin rentals near where the meetup's gonna be next year.
You know, I just realized something. Earlier, now that we have such an age gap, I realized I asked if Alice owned a restaurant, and that garnered no response, and now it makes so much sense. Anyway.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Yeah, okay, sit in Barry's shoes for a second. This is a good explainer of how he's probably feeling right now. Alright, apparently I've got to find a gazebo on the hill. This is about where I stopped playing.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Take the car anyways, then. Barry looks like he could lose some weight.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
So this guy is putting his anger at Barry over his wife's life, just to be clear.
Damn, it's more of them crazy tennis rackets,
I've wanted to use snowshoes, but I've just never had the need.
Promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
We should have maybe gotten to this point and then had our little conversation.
Than I ever seem to manage.
Oh, fuck, You guys saw that, right?
Oh, Bigfoot go by?
Okay, let's go with Bigfoot, yeah.
It was just swamp gas.
It was just swamp gas.
Shadows from your light.
You've been drinking,
Yes, exactly.
It's fine. It's fine.
You've been drinking and beer makes people hallucinate.
Hey, I've got my own swamp gas here.
Oh yeah, it's my kind of exercise.
I got that Shrek ass going on.
You're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman. That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
I'm a largemouth too. Ah!
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know? Considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Agree.
Well, that's kind of you to say.
Ladder maker. I always love it when product placement items have like such a higher polygon count.
Oh
than
my
every other
god,
asset in the
right?
game. It's just like...
No, not
like,
high resolution enough.
Look at this low poly plant right next to this 2024 Dodge Charger.
Damn, you've been playing some new games, huh?
No, just going for what I thought might sound funny.
What?
Like I would find it funny if that was like a Bridgestone tire there on that tire swing. It was just like super high res.
Let's find out. Let's see if it has like a recognizable tread pattern.
So I did some checking during the little break, and there was a Penny Arcade comic about this, about the product placement. He goes, "It's not that bad." He goes, "Oh yeah, look in your shopping cart, and it's just filled with batteries."
Oh, there's specifically about this game. There's a Penny Arcade.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Nice. It's an older one, but it checks out.
Well, of course.
They're all older ones. No, I haven't listened to any or read any Penny Arcade now for probably 10 years.
Oh, they're still making new ones.
They're still making more Sluggy Freelance too, though.
That felt illegal, that thing I just did, in a national park,
Oh, it's fine. It's been abandoned.
Ooh!
You did...
Night Springs!
What are you worried about? You did Kung Fu.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization.
So is the new Twilight Zone pretty hit or miss?
To punish. Especially.
I don't know. I just go back and watch the original.
Fair enough. It's anthology, though, and I'm used to anthology being hit or miss.
Man in the mirror.
Jiggleegg says this is a historic cabin, so it's extra illegal what I did.
Why?
No doing karate in the national forest.
I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here,
Huh, there's a new Twilight Zones. Interesting.
Really?
Yeah. There was
I
some
knew
in
the one with Jordan Peele. Is that the one you're talking about?
Like, there was some in the 60s, there was some in the... Where is this? Mid-80s. There was some in the... Okay, yeah, and then there was... When was this one? Yeah. Early 2000s, and now there's another one. Huh, 50. Yeah, I only remember watching the old black and white ones, though, so...
How about that?
Huh, how about that?
You were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
Oh.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right?
Holy fuck.
You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Jig, don't buildings have to be declared a historic site to actually be a historic site? Because if it's old, that doesn't necessarily make it a historic site, yeah?
Oh my fucking god. That was a long way to go. I need to repeat this. In 2017 Variety article, Quentin Tarantino said that after the experience of filming Inglourious Bastards, he would never again shoot on location in Europe. He had endless arguments with crew because they insisted on using metric for everything, and Tarantino is a foot guy.
I don't.
Yeah. That's a good one. I'm stealing that. There's hardly anything to steal in this cabin. I broke that door for nothing. If this were Resident Evil, one of that moose's eyes would be a jewel that I could shoot and sell.
Like, you could at least attempt to siphon... Never mind, there wouldn't be gas in that trailer.
Phone. What do you mean I have a guide open on the other on my other monitor? That's crazy.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him.
If I can't see it, it's not real.
To dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Holy shit, that's sad. Well, that's a lot of clustered manuscript pages. Oh.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
Oh.
vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
That's a semi-automatic. That was what, at least 7 shots? I want Rusty's gun. Ah, he can wait. I need coffee.
We gotta have priorities.
Of course, I can't help him if I don't help myself. You gotta, like, you know, you gotta put your own mask on before attending to the baby.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Suddenly? I don't like this whole predestination shit.
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
I think at this point, nobody's gonna mind if you just bust down the door.
Do kung fu!
Does the Grand Canyon go into Texas?
I'm back here! Hey, please help me!
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
But I already read it. Oh, I thought the next meetup was going to be in Texas again.
Location redacted.
It's a big state,
It is. But the thing you have to remember is the stars at night are big and bright.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
I had a friend who moved down there for work, and whenever he moved back for different work, I asked him, I said, are the stars at night really big and bright? And he didn't even go for it. He just went, it's about the same as anywhere else.
Wow.
I was like,
Find this manuscript page.
We do have 2 pets on the table, so maybe you could pet the dog twice.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Well, it's washing up. Okay, it would be Crater Lake then, because we're on Cauldron Lake, so that just feels like... That just feels right, doesn't it? Jiggle. That's where I would place it. Because it's a big caldera. It's a dormant volcano.
Yeah, didn't they call it Crater Lake earlier?
No, it's Cauldron Lake.
Oh. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, but the mountains could just be stereotypically Washington State. It doesn't have to be a particular national park. Oh.
It was too late. Someone had destroyed the
Free
circuit
axe.
breaker. There was no
free
way to
axe.
get the lights back on.
Anyway, I'll DM you on Discord about the whole national park rental thingy. Oh, geez, I scrolled down a lot. Rusty!
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 The ground was covered with oil
Okay, he's not an electrician, Owl.
that looked like liquid darkness.
You're an interp. Haha, what's an interp, huh?
Is that one of those people that you have work for and you don't pay them?
Hunters need hunting licenses. Explain, we don't all speak Ranger Jig. I don't want to look at the dog. I don't
even speak Power Ranger.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Can we all agree that the dog got away? Like, can that just be our
I choose to
headcanon?
believe. I choose to believe that the dog escaped. Okay, so Jig says that an interp or a terp is slang for an interpretive ranger. The park ranger is explicitly tasked with interacting with the public. So anybody in a visitor center or doing lectures or tours is an interp ranger.
Fair enough. So yeah, we all agree the dog got away.
Yay!
Oh dear.
I would be an interp ranger.
I don't
The
like
only
dealing with
ranger I
the
could be.
public. The public's weird and gross and scary.
It is, but I've given tours before and really enjoyed it, so.
At all times. Rusty? Rusty, no! Never! Two bears and wolves never approached any other world closer than 41 Pets must be leashed. Never leave your pet unattended.
I don't like it.
Historical artifacts from the park. This includes even rocks you made or invisible berries.
That is a weird thought. The berries in national parks are technically government property, aren't they?
Well, you gotta eat them first.
Under a thin layer of skin. Defy the park ranger.
Well, like if you picked all the nuts and the berries, they wouldn't reseed themselves, yeah?
True.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Although I will admit, I personally really love some foraging.
I want to learn to forage, but I don't want to kill my friends and family. Chicken of the woods tuna. Fuck yeah, free login.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez.
Nice!
Oh, jeez.
What a comeback.
I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Anybody want a peanut?
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
That's sad. Okay, but counterpoint, you can't pick artifacts. That includes artifacts found at the river and picking berries.
So technically, you couldn't pick up those artifacts on the table then either.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm gonna trust the guy who can't speak right.
Oh, Jig is saying that he has to watch out for hippies. Hippies everywhere.
White Sage is very quickly on its way to the endangered list if a bunch of goddamn hippies don't stop picking it.
There's a bunch of plants like that, yeah. Like in my home province, the tiger lily.
I think Palo Santo just made it on the list because it's a perfume wood.
Hippies say they want to save the plant, but all they do is find and smell bad. Hippies everywhere.
Yeah, oh my god, I love that.
End of the nature trail.
Ooh. Where is it?
I got
Where
accosted by hippies in D.C. It was a weird experience.
You gotta practice what you preach, my dude. It'd be different if you were growing like a bunch of white sage plants. That's what I'm gonna do.
And it's not like they're hard to grow either. It's sage. It's easy to grow. Just grow it.
Plus the bees love it, which is why it's called bee sage.
Yeah. Cobbled metal, yeah, you would not want to eat tiger lilies. They're, most lilies are probably not the greatest.
Y'all read this. I'll be right back. Super quick.
Okay, I got this. Yeah, the Moonshine Cave. This cave was a site of frequent and lucrative bootlegger activity throughout Prohibition, 1919 to 1933. It is mostly used for temporary storage of alcohol smuggled from Canada, but at times alcohol was also distilled on the premises. E for exit. And no confessions, I was surrounded by hippies who were yelling at me, and it was a... I was honestly very concerned for my safety and thinking about lashing out when they simultaneously lost interest and wandered off in different directions, and I was so confused.
Funny story, by the way, funny story, Jug. I work at a garden center this summer, and several times groups of high school students would show up and just like start asking for certain plants, and after the second we realized, yeah, you're just using these to try and get hallucinogenic substances that may or may not kill you. Like there was...
You got any of that aloe vera, man?
Fellas,
no, but like...
Sorry.
Like Datura, Salvia, and like... One of them asked for a more than you, and we were like, we're not selling that to you.
Hey, do you guys have any methamphetamine plants around here?
Yeah.
Hey, guys. I was hoping to buy me some cocaine plants.
Cocaine! Fellas, I don't know if you know this, but white sage smells like breakfast sausage.
I understand why people might be tempted to eat it then.
I bought some before I realized it was on its way to the endangered list. Now I want to grow my own.
Cobbled? Oh yes, of course we had poppies. It was hilarious. Sometimes people would buy like 50 plants. It was so dumb.
Were they even the right poppies?
No, of course not.
Slap all the way to the cash register.
All I know is that mutant poppies make good opium in Cataclysm.
Upward is correct. Teenagers think they're slicker than they are. It's like, nobody's ever thought of this before, and the older guy's standing there looking at you, I tried this myself 30 years ago.
Poppy seed. Used in a sentence, I tried to steal my dad's my dad's Playboy magazines, but poppy seed us, huh?
Hello.
No, growing up, we were always heavily warned about not having make sure the poppy seeds were ripened in the poppies, because if you got them unripe, they caused you brain damage and caused you to go permanently kind of loopy.
It's fine as long as you get fucked up.
Yeah.
I wish I could shoot that good. If I ever get attacked by Draugrs, I'm basically fucked, huh? I can't even run that good. Like, I run worse than Alan Wake.
Now, all you need to do is just find, like, the junk pocket in your jacket and just throw it at them, and then run. They'll flinch, and you might be able to lose them.
No, take solace. You run better than I do. I run like a wounded buffalo. Not well, not far, and not for long.
I am the albino buffalo. Deal with it.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help.
Upward,
She was smart, too.
or I'll wait
knew
till
a lot
it's
about
done.
what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
I was just watching that episode of King of the Hill where Dale thought that he was a Native American. You're the whitest god-dang person I've ever seen. I am the albino buffalo. Deal with it. I don't like the music. Isn't it?
It gets the blood pumping. It gets you energized. It gets you ready.
It's good studying music, apparently.
If I ever have to do studying again, I just go to like electronic.
Ow!
I love how you looked up right as the guy was coming out of the stump.
Big fella. Ow!
Hey, free axe.
Jesus Christ, it's worse than Spain in 2004. You either get that reference to Resident Evil 4 or you don't.
Honestly, I kind of thought it was a Freeman's Mind reference.
Fair enough. Fellas, this is worse than West Africa in 2008. You either get that Resident Evil 5 reference. Ow!
My takeaway from this.
Axes bounce off people when they hit them?
I hate when that happens.
My takeaway is that Alan Wake needs a good mag light.
Oh my god, I really want one of 6 D-cell batteries. I need to make sure I didn't pass the manuscript. I don't want to go back, but I will if I have to, because I love you guys.
No, I like those flashlights that take those 18650 lithium-ion shells or cells because they're about the same size as a shotgun shell.
We have a few people in the Legion that do high European martial arts or medieval, whichever. I checked the Maglite that takes 6 D-cell batteries weighs more than a mace that one of our members uses.
Nice.
Yeah. It's because of the lead in the batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about the alt tab. I'm just trying to make sure I get everything.
You're trying to get to your pages, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it'd be a lot more fatiguing to use that flashlight, though. It wouldn't be balanced well at all.
Yeah. Actually, the balance would be back near the hand, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Flip it around and hold the other end.
I haven't activated a generator yet, so in theory I should... Ah! Nice! Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was a goddamn photo finish. I don't think phone lines are supposed to spark like that. That's a problem.
Hey. They just want to make sure the line always has enough power the call gets through. Gotta stop those copper thieves somehow.
The electricity pushes the sound through the line.
Jiggle does the European martial art of abducting poor people and make them kill each other because I think I should own that useless fucking hill.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
I gotta stop making fun of her, I guess. Where is he? I'll fight you, I don't give a fuck. I'm just drunk enough to take all you bastards. Ow! Oh!
Don't worry, it's only a figment of your imagination.
Yeah, Barry.
Just keep catching the axes with your chest. It's fine.
If I were Leon, I could shoot them out of the air, but I'm not.
They don't have that in the competition.
Also, the guy in the back has thrown like 6 axes at you. I am very impressed at how many axes he's carrying. Because those things are not that light.
Oh dear. Okay, I got 1 bullet left for myself. Yeah, but to be fair, I am magically draining them, huh? I'm the Axeman! Skibbity-dee-dee-dee-da-da-dope. Da-da-dope-dope. Skibbity-dee-dee-dee-da-da-dope. I'm the Axeman! Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. This is a terrible advertisement for Energizer batteries.
These must be like the Dollar Tree.
Oh my god, I never even thought about that.
I've only once bought Dollar Tree level batteries, and I was so disappointed because I needed them to have 1.5 3 volts, and they came with 1.1, and I'm just like...
No offense to my partner, I love him, but he has a wireless gaming mouse. Or not a wireless game, or not a gaming mouse, just a wireless mouse.
I think that was my case too. I was out doing work on the road for something, and a wireless mouse died, and I needed it, and it was just so frustrating.
If I run into enemies, I'm literally just dead. I have 1 bullet left, and like I said, it's for myself. Cool.
Will you hurt yourself if you walk into that log and the wind's blowing? Nope. Oh wow, that's a strong hit.
Oh my god, it just fucking damaged me! Are you kidding me?
Nice.
I want to know if I can die to this thing. Oh my god!
You might.
How'd you get that head wound there, Alan? Oh, I just walked into a log.
Ow!
Maybe if I go into a week-long coma again, this will have all been a dream.
Fuck it, I might as well get the free heal. His life is flashing before his eyes right now.
Oh, this is CTE in what, 3 minutes?
Oh my fucking god! Major events marked on this tree. 2023, man killed by tree wedge.
Yeah.
Like
man killed.
Oh, did the tree fall on him? No.
Sort of?
No, I promise you the wood is not breaking. That is just me.
Yeah, man killed by falling tree. 25 years after tree fell down. It's still swinging from you running.
No, that's meant to be a scary physics effect. Doing it.
Ah. Shame. I always love it when games have that leftover simulation. It's just like,
Oh dear god, why does it taste like a...
Obviously, the next step is to go into the dumpster.
I have no earthly clue which direction I'm supposed to go in. Oh well, let's kill ourselves again. Huh? And after all that suicide, I still have the 1 bullet left. Okay, I get you.
Well, we can't go to the dumpster now, sadly.
Oh look, a character we haven't even met yet. I like the way that they do chronology in the
Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Well, anti-Dale Cooper.
Oh shit, the dumpsters aren't bear safe. That's another, That's another,
Oh
failure
man,
from the
they just bought assets. They didn't make their own. Shame. Shame. Also, I don't know whose does their signs, but they look way too clean. I see like no shotgun or like 9mm bullet holes in them at all.
Let me just send a message to the WBPL chat.
Well, guys, I am going to go ahead and depart for the evening. It's been fun hanging out with you. Best of luck in creepy shadow living land thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for another half hour and then call it.
All right, and Newt, good luck.
Thanks.
Have yourself a good evening, Hal. But I am still here.
Yeah.
Well, this feels safe.
Yeah, if they'd have just made it a state park, you wouldn't have had anything to say on the matter, but they had to make it a national park. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Wow, you bashed your head right into those bars.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Does he pick up the flashlight? He does.
Flashlights,
Nice.
kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
Leggy. Oh, fuck, yeah, this is a whole...
See them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but
Let's move.
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, wait.
Well, we knew he was the kidnapper because there was the quest thing on the top left of the screen.
That is fair. Ow! Ow!
Good catch.
By the way, never hold a road flare like this unless you want to lose your hand.
I'm sure it's fine. It's fine.
Hold the road flare, coward.
Nah, you gotta go one step further. You gotta hold the sunburst flare. Or the sunburst shell.
You just keep coming.
This guy is bad at this.
Yeah, but he has infinite bullets, so it's fine.
That's fair.
He can be as bad as he needs to be.
Hold them off while I get these boards off.
But I already grabbed the flares from the emergency box.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun.
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
How many people have gone missing in this town?
Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us.
Stop commenting on what I'm doing and open the door there, buddy.
Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it.
Bitch, I am trying.
You feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe.
Shut up.
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Fellas, does this look like the viewing platform to you?
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Grab some fucking coffee.
He's got the gun, so he can stand in front. It'll be fine. Jig, it would not surprise me if these flares are just pure loose gunpowder.
Whoa, it's like I'm some dude from a music video from a Finnish rock band or something. You either get the reference or you don't. Ow!
You didn't need those guts anyways. But extra.
I got your number, boy. See? Nothing to it.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her mouth.
Yeah, probably a good call.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
It's fine.
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Nice grenades.
Ah yes, electricians always keep batteries in abandoned toolboxes.
And flares.
Yeah. Well, flares I could arguably see for roadside assist. Maybe. If the batteries were at least 9 volts, you might be able to start a fire with them.
Nah, man, batteries never corrode. You're fine.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
I'm sure it'll be fine if you step in it. It's illegal, so it shouldn't be there anyways.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just completely fucked up my goddamn guide.
Womp
womp.
Do we have to go back to save? Can we go back to a save? I have no idea.
Nope. We're good.
Okay.
Thank God traps are magic and glow in the dark.
Well, otherwise you might accidentally step in one.
Yeah. Holy fuck, who can afford this many goddamn traps?
Well, no, it's the survivor from Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead who just, in his vehicle has like 10,000 bear traps they've just picked up from
I have never in my life had that many bear traps before.
My current Deathmobile has about a 20 or 30.
Sarah didn't care about the legal threats Wake's agent had made. She let Wake go without argument, because there was something about him she couldn't quite put her finger on, something that reminded her of her father. She didn't think Wake would hurt his wife. Then she thought about the way he waded into Hartman, that hair-trigger rage flaring up without warning.
Uh-oh. Did he do it?
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my god. Ow!
Oh, he actually missed you. Nice.
Ow!
Oh, it's one of the good generators.
One of the ones that hurts your lungs.
Oh
Oh shit! Did you just see them just fucking vanish?
Yeah. Got a little bit of that wiggle going on. I like that radiator. It's on there good.
Ow! Did I just walk in a fucking trap or something?
I think you just ran into the pole and it knocked you down a bit.
I don't want to fight him. Did you just hear him clumping around through the woods? Oh dear.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Oh. I live here now. This is my house, I live here.
Just wait till morning, it'll be fine.
Confessions, I have easily... No, he's talking about the... Okay, he's talking about the trigger of the pistol. His left arm is heavy from the flashlight. His right arm hurts from the trigger. You got that? Does everybody figure that out?
It might be one of those, like, mechanical recharging flashlights that you have to just keep, like, doing the hand clench to charge. Those really terrible ones. Except all it has is a trigger.
They're terrible until you have no batteries in the house, Suddenly no...
True. But I have enough batteries. I also, generally, I keep my phone charged, and that's pretty much
a
all the
flashlight
I need. Yeah. You're getting pretty good at that.
Yeah. Getting pretty good at yanking.
I want to see a clutch moment where you're pulling on it and then the cord just snaps.
Oh.
Just like, especially at the climax, right when you think you're safe, you see a generator. Yeah, you see a generator. You're about to keep it alive. Second pull, snap. You're on your ass. Hey, he's got a bit of a limp going on.
Ow! I just wasted so much, just wasted so many flares, but oh well. Ow!
Who would keep a spool
Are you
on the
fucking
top of the
kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
I was gonna make the joke that it almost looked like you walked by the ladder and into the water. But you did it better. You did it better.
Nothing but net.
By the way, who keeps a spool, an empty old spool, on a roof? Those things don't weigh nothing.
Ow!
You found the trap.
I'm not doing great.
Oh yeah, as an outdoor table, totally would agree upward. Okay, so yeah, this flashlight must have like an one of those like little hand recharger things, because it does recharge a bit on its own.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Yeah. Mulligan.
You got this.
Yeah.
Nice.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Coffee.
Abandoned mill coffee. What if the thermoses are also a product placement?
Need some yellow paint.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, that all the ladders have had all the rungs still there is in itself. Also, those traps were structural.
Oh!
Hey, is that a gun behind you?
Hey.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Batteries.
occupation.
Ew. Huh, you could still see his shadow after he was completely gone.
Yep.
Neat. Now, Wazup, if it was a safety ghost, he'd be wearing a white hard hat?
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got old Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond. A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story moves, it starts wanting things of its own.
Yep, no worries.
Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
You know Safety Ghost is in the building when the murmurs of the halls you hear slips, trips, and fall.
Sorry, I'm
throughout
back.
the night.
Oh.
Nature and yourself.
Occupado!
Shoot the birds! Shoot the bird!
Hang on, I gotta make sure that we don't got people waiting to stream or anything.
Yeah.
Because if we're good, yeah, I'm just gonna finish off the chapter then. Because it looks like we're almost done. Somebody take a water break. I'm close enough that I'm not gonna get up and make a.
There's another not bear-proof dumpster behind us. Oh, that's a good one.
Do not anger the dag. Oh yeah, right, there's driving in this game. Bonk.
Is the driving good or is it like super floaty?
It's not great.
Oh, that'll kill your engine. Battery's dead. Thank you, chat, by the way, for the water break and stretch. And oh, there's an eye break.
No!
Yeah, 30 seconds. Drive with your eyes closed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A little more gas, I think, will do you. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, that's a hit and run.
I'm just going by
23,
sound.
24, 25.
Oh my
26.
god.
Oh, that axe missed you. 27, 28, 29.
Did I just die?
No, you're alive. You can open your eyes now, but you've made it -5.
How did I?
You wrecked the truck.
I guess I'm walking, huh?
Yeah. I hope there's no barricades you need to drive through.
Did I kill any of them with the car?
You killed 2 of them. You drove over 2 of them.
Nice. I was just driving in circles and hoping for the best.
Yep.
Is this even?
Yeah, that's the right direction. You didn't make it very far. You might just want to run. I want the next manuscript to say he was never a very good driver, but he showed worse than average skills at this time of night.
My bottom.
Maybe you can drive the log. No, that's just the trailer. Never mind. Oh, you missed. Dodged it. Dodge. You can dodge an axe. You can dodge a ball.
Oh, for God's sake. I don't think you're supposed to walk this.
No, you're probably not. I think you might have re-walked over the same spawn point like 2 times, though.
This is less than ideal, I gotta tell ya.
All those British hoodlums coming to tourists, they're bringing their hoodlumisms with them. Oh god, there's even more. You gotta let your battery recharge.
Thank!
I think you have to go around. That is a really light bale if nudging it caused it to tip like that, because they usually weigh like 400 pounds. It's just a little cranial trauma. Just walk it off. I'm sure it looks fine. That's a good sign. Oh, hey, there's a log rolling towards you. You got this.
It's in here. Yeah, let's take a break to read.
There was no misunderstanding. Cauldron Lake was where Alice and I had stayed, but there was no cabin and no island. I was missing a week. What had happened to me? What had happened to Alice? I had to get her back.
Yeah, Wake's despair, no shit.
Oh, that guy has a street sign. Nice. Coffee, man. Can you not get in those little trailers? Nah. Okay, so we have almost a full battery and 1 bullet. We're doing good. Doing good. Yeah. Working as intended. Hey. Well, we knew he had to work on his cardio, so that's why we, that's why we figured it's better to not have a vehicle.
Was it you that did this, Jig?
No. It was Jig. Let me scroll up. Yep, it was Jig. Very well timed, well done. I delight in our suffering. Oh, that's sad. I'm gonna blame Barry for the dog. Found coffee. Yep. The anesthesia was just hitting him a little hard. He slept all the way through this.
Oh my god, do you see that fucking crow just stay?
Yep. It was there. You know, just hanging out, being a crow thing. Yeah, that was your last bullet.
I don't care. What was it gonna do? How was it gonna help me?
It was gonna help you be your last bullet.
Oh.
But, yeah, God of Muffins. I used to use instant coffee because it's good for nothing else. I used to put it in oatmeal in the morning when I didn't have time to make a cup of coffee as well. Oh, hey! You've got a problem. I like how in the tutorial it taught you how to dodge things, and I don't... Have you dodged yet? Like, I know you walked around and had the axes miss you, but I don't know if I've seen you dodge. There we go. There's a dodge.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. Not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Yeah, you can finish any manuscript in like an hour or less if you want to pull the biggest Deus Ex Machina
Barely
you've
talked
ever
about
seen.
Birds over the phone.
What did the message say on the wall?
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
The dark.
Neat. Ow! I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Oh,
empty
he's
hot
allergic to bird.
Empty hot tub coffee. At a certain point in this, I would say it's valid to start a forest fire.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. That's fair enough.
Can't be a dark forest anymore if there's no more forest.
Jesus, Barry's been busy. God damn.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche. a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
I know.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the Oh Dear
Diner.
Good girl.